Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today our Bible verse is going to be Proverbs 13. Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm.
Chapter 13. A wise son hears his father's instruction, but a scoffer does not listen to rebuke. From the fruit of his mouth a man eats what is good, but the desire of the treacherous is for violence. Whoever guards his mouth preserves his life. He who opens wide his lips comes to ruin. The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied. The righteous hates falsehood, but the wicked brings shame and disgrace. Righteousness guards him whose way is blameless, but sin overthrows the wicked. One pretends to be rich, yet has nothing. Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. The ransom of a man's life is his wealth, but a poor man hears no threat. The light of the righteous rejoices, but the lamp of the wicked will be put out. By insolence comes nothing but strife, but with those who take advice is wisdom. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a desire fulfilled is a tree of life. Whoever despises the word brings destruction on himself, but he who reveres the commandment will be rewarded. The teaching of the wise is a fountain of life, that one may turn away from the snares of death. Good sense wins favor, but the way of the treacherous is their ruin. Every prudent man acts with knowledge, but a fool flaunts his folly. A wicked messenger falls into trouble, but a faithful envoy brings healing. Poverty and disgrace come to him who ignores instruction, but whoever heeds reproof is honored. A desire fulfilled is sweet to the soul, but to turn away from evil is an abomination to fools. Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm. Disaster pursues sinners, but the righteous are rewarded with good. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the sinner's wealth is laid up for the righteous. The fallow ground of the poor would yield much food, but it is swept away through injustice. Whoever spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is diligent to discipline him. The righteous has enough to satisfy his appetite, but the belly of the wicked suffers want.
Okay, so there's like so many things in this scripture that is like going on. And this is like what God has been dealing with me since I've been out. I've been going since, Wednesday? Monday, Tuesday. I went out Wednesday, Thursday. Either way, I've been gone for like, I think 4 days. Either way. And I went up north and to New Jersey. And it was just raining and cold and just wet and just gloomy and just... So I'm a weather person. I love the sun. I'm not a rain. Like rain to me is like when you lay up weather. Like, you know what I mean? That's how you get through the rain. So working in that was already like disturbing me because it was cold and I was just not prepared like for it to be that. And I don't know. So anyway, I was talking to God a lot because it was just like so much stuff going through my brain. And I've been saying, you know, I'm trying to gain knowledge, trying to gain wisdom. But then I'm over here like, I missed a step in that, God, and I'm not ashamed to say it, but I need knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because then I'm looking at stuff like I'm trying to pass the time as I'm driving because it was like a 12-hour trip, maybe 13 hours, I don't know. But I'm trying to pass the time, so I'm like listening to stuff on YouTube and again with the tarot readers and some other stuff. And I'm just hearing stuff and I'm like, God, why is this person saying? And I'm not trying to be a judge of anybody. You can say what you want, do what you want. But just the amount of like when people are quoting scripture and then the understanding. So then I went to God, because I'm like, yeah, God, maybe I'm not understanding it properly. I hear them quoting the Bible, and I hear them saying what you said, but then the amount of just hypocrisy that comes out of their mouth is disgusting. And just, so again, not trying to judge nobody, just now asking God for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because again, it's not making sense to me. So even with this, right, there's a whole thing, and I don't know what's going on YouTube, but as of now, I have clicked out on everybody. So in case y'all don't understand, I clicked out. I am over the whole, like, whatever y'all have going on is just really, really nasty to me. Like, I don't understand what's happening. And if there's like, whatever situation that pertains to me, if a person's not gonna come to me and just tell me, I don't even care, like, honestly. And it's not trying to be ignorant, it's not trying to be like, but just, I can't listen to it. It's just ill. And I'm not that person. Like I was saying, like, I'm talking to God and I'm trying to figure out, like, God, is the world just so nasty all of a sudden, and people just so low vibrational that they don't know how to come to a person to discuss whatever it is they need to discuss with that person. Like, I don't need, if you have wronged me and God has already pointed to me, and God, I trust you, so please, you know this mouth, so work with me. If you wronged me in any way and I have decided that, like, I'm over here with it, I don't care what you did. I don't care what type of, like, I'm not gonna judge you. I just don't want anybody in my space. And all I keep smelling is beard oil, cigarettes, and just, I don't even know what the other smell is. It's just, I don't know. But people are still trying to invade my space. And this is not just people. These are specific people trying to invade my space. And I'm over it. I'm literally over it. I asked God yesterday for something, and he told me he would make it so. So at this point, like, and again, not trying to judge anybody, I'm not, whatever y'all are used to dealing with, I'm not that. Like, I'm just not that. I'm a grown person. I'm a grown woman. And where a grown woman sitting here, if you got something to say to me, I don't want to hear, like, the whatever is going on with these people. I'm feeling like I'm feeling like disgusted, because y'all are disgusting. Because why is it that grown people don't know how to talk to grown people? So in here, you know how it says, spare the rod, spoil the child? Children, that's what it's giving me. It's giving me major children vibes from what's supposed to be grown men. And I don't care if I hurt anybody's feelings. I don't care if nobody want to talk. I don't care. Like, literally, I don't care. It's disgusting to me. Y'all are invading my energy with the most low level crap that I've ever heard. And then y'all using these people to say, oh, don't let anybody, what's the difference between, from what I gather, two of y'all right now, what's the difference between either one of y'all? Y'all are really coming off as the same person. That's how it's coming off. One person trying to block another person, trying to, like, I don't even know what's happening. All I know is, just no. Just no. No. I said what I said to the person that I said it to, and past that, I clicked out. I can't. I told y'all I gotta vibrate up here. And what y'all are trying to do, from what y'all are saying y'all are trying to do, it's giving me this. It's giving me this. Because I know what God told me, and I know what I'm supposed to do. And from what I'm getting, I told him I'm not with it. And then it's the level of God said. I keep telling y'all people, God's not gonna tell y'all nothing for me. He's not gonna tell you anything for me, because I sit right here and I talk to him all day long. And when I'm over here saying, God, why is this being moved around like that? Like, why is, certain situations, I don't know what was told to you people, and I don't know, and I honestly do not care. But if y'all are basing anything about me off of the last person that I was with. That person does not know anything about me. We literally were separated for 10 years. 10 years. And went directly into a marriage over in less than a month. That person knows nothing about me. And again, like I said, y'all can sit beside me all day long, every day for the next 36 years. And you're only going to know what I'm going to tell you, because it's like, what y'all think about Pisces people or what y'all think about me is not that. Like, when I'm done, I can just go this way, because literally I done already been talking to the man upstairs about it. I keep trying to tell y'all. I have to explain some stuff to y'all, because the way y'all are coming at me, or the way that it's being brought to me, is really creeping me out. It's really giving me, I don't want to deal with it vibes. It's giving me, and y'all can say that's coming off as emotional. I don't give a fuck. I just don't care. It's coming off as me now protecting my energy from everybody. And so what I was talking to God about was my pictures on my IG. I went on there and I deleted all of them, most of them, because God is telling me that my energy, like, they don't have to see you, because literally they're using your pictures for your energy. They're using your videos for your energy. Y'all are still trying to steal. Y'all are still trying to steal. So at this point, and then I went back and I looked at some of them, and then what y'all don't know is another reason why I deleted a lot of them is because, like, I could see where situations, like, y'all don't know what I was dealing with at the time, and then all it made me feel was sadness. Like, I'm not that person anymore. Like, I feel so good about myself. I feel so good about the direction that I'm going in. What I don't feel good about is why people are trying to manipulate and create some type of whatever. I don't like it. I'm not gonna act like I like it. I'm not gonna play no childish games with no grown people. If y'all wanna play with little girls, y'all go play with them little girls. Don't come play with me, because I'm not the one for it, okay? I'm just not the one for you, so you can mosey on along. I'm good. He got me. And that was one thing I posted yesterday, where normally I go to God and I ask God for something, and God says, you know, I jump out the window real quick. People can tell you, like, I'll just do stuff. I'm very adventurous. So when I'm ready to make a decision, or when I'm ready to make a move, sometimes I just go. I don't really look, because I know he got me. And he'll catch me if I fall. But this time I went to him and I asked him something, and I told him, I said, God, I don't like what I'm seeing, like what's transitioning, because something's not right about this whole situation. It's coming off a little weird, like from some people that you're telling me to trust, and from some people that I trusted, like it's coming off weird to me. And I said, I need that everything cut off, because whatever's going to transpire is going to transpire in a genuine fashion, because that's the way I come at people, in a genuine fashion. So whatever's connected, who's ever trying to control, whatever, it's not working. Y'all are done. Okay. So when I explained to him exactly what I want, and I told him, God, I need because these people are not coming off as, you know, it's not, we're not making it make sense. And so he said, if I do this for you, you do know you're going to have to spread them wings and fly, because I'm going to need you to still do what I asked you to do, in spite of not having the help that you're supposed to have. And I'll deal with whoever on that end. So this is me spreading my wings and flying. I came to my seats, because at the end of the day, I'm going to do what he told me to do. I'm not going to do what nobody else out here talking about God said this, that, and the third. I don't know what God y'all serve, but he's not the one that I serve, because mine tells me to go to people face forward, stand up straight, and you tell the truth. And you live in whatever it is that you live in. That's the God I serve. I don't know what y'all doing, but I'm out of it, okay? So the other thing was, I was saying to God, like, whatever is happening, whatever was transpiring, it's like, it's been going on for a while. So God, why did you, like, why? And he was telling me, I'm protecting you. I was protecting you the whole time, because you not built for that mess. I already know what type of energy I need for you to have, and your energy needs to be up here. And these people are really, like, energy harvesting in such a big in such a big way that it is unbelievable. To the point that people are using your pictures to where, like, I don't know, he said, somebody is relieving themselves, and that it's just my screensaver. Somebody has me as a screensaver. So whoever you are, this is your confirmation for you. He telling me, just a lot of filth. And I'm glad, that y'all love me and everything else. But at this point in time, I got to figure out who, and this is the reason for the deletion, because like I said, when I went through them, I noticed that some of the pictures just don't look like I was happy. I could tell like the situation that I was going through at the time. And that's when I told y'all that my brother sent me a picture of me and a guy, and that's how me and him ended up back together, because it was like I knew him, I remembered him. So what y'all don't realize is pictures are a form of like, and I don't want to get it wrong, because it was a thing about Native Americans or somebody. They thought that you were stealing their soul when they took pictures. Let me see. Okay, so see right here, listen. It says, cameras steal souls, new research. So new research held by the University of, matter of fact, let me just do what I normally do. And this is where I don't have time for y'all people. Like literally, I'm just over the whole, it's the amount of childishness that's going on for me. I don't play around in them realms. I'm not going to act like I choose to. I'm just not going to. So if that offends anybody, or if anybody is now, upset, because then beat it, click out, sayonara, sucker, all that, okay? I'm just not, I'm not the person. I'm not the one. We never gonna match, because I'm not that.
New research held by the University of Arakab has shown that the old belief of cameras stealing souls to form pictures may not be entirely false after all. Dr. Srasanathaswamy Venkataramannan, head of paranormal sciences at the Arakab University, explains the fact that the human mind and soul connect to create an aura has been well established since generations. This aura is sensitive to our moods, and in turn to everything that connects to us. Cameras function by snatching all the available light of its subject, and in the case of people and other living things, a part of their aura.
Okay, so as you see, it's basically saying there's an emotion attached to some of these pictures. And so I was going through and I'm like, oh, I could tell what I was feeling at this time, because y'all don't know, what I was feeling at the time. Or I could tell like me and a person, all these people that I just recently cut off was going through this situation, and y'all didn't know it, but now I go back to that picture and now I see it. And it didn't make me feel good. So it made me feel like, let me go ahead and just delete these things, and I'm purging everything. Anything that does not make me feel like how I want to feel happy, and how I want to feel like I'm moving forward into my new life, and like how I want to feel like vibrating up here. Even people, new people, old people, South people, West people, East people, North people, all y'all people, every one of y'all. I'm not with it. And I'm sorry if it's coming off like, but it just is what it is. I have to be happy with me. I don't care about nobody else. I don't care what you care about. I really don't care what you care about. It just is. And I know people are always saying, oh, it's because this and Pisces that. And I don't care. I don't care. So as of now, I ask God, whatever he has for me, he has for me. But don't send me nobody. Don't send me no people around me that want to play games. Don't send me no people that want to do spells. Don't send me no people that I can't trust to eat around. And you need to be careful about people you letting play around in your head, because not good either. And just old people trying to use my pictures for your disgusting habits, and new people trying to use my, like, whoever, like, just energy all over the place, okay? And at this point in time, like I said, it was too much chatter for me, because what y'all don't realize is I can feel all of y'all. So I'm taking everything back. Everything. And then I'm going to let God figure out how to disperse it where he needs to disperse it. So that's the reason why all the pictures are gone. This is the reason why I'm going through and I'm changing everything. And I know it might feel, strange to y'all, but at the end of the day, I don't got to prove myself to none of y'all. I'm going to do what I want to do. And then by the time y'all figure it out, I guess it'll be too late, or it'll be now, or it'll be later. But at the end of the day, I don't care. I just don't. And y'all not gonna make me care about some stuff I want to care about. So I don't know whoever the person is that's trying to mastermind or manipulate to be able to tell me something, this, that. You wasting your time, okay? I'm off to some new stuff. I got other stuff to do. I got other stuff to worry about. He telling me to do. And like I said, I was getting ready to go into when I'm asking him, God, this stuff has been going on. Apparently, this foolishness has been going on for a minute, and you just waking me up for me to realize that this stuff is going on. And why do I gotta see this? Why do I gotta hear about it? Why? Because I'm not trying to judge nobody. I'm never going to judge nobody. So who am I? I'm not him. I'm just going to do what he told me to do. I'm not going to judge the old people for their disgustingness. They want to be whatever, I use that word, but I'm only using it because the reason why I say disgusting is because when a person intentionally comes to you to enter into your life to harm you, I didn't want to change my last name. That was one of the things I said. I wanted to change my last name once. And I feel like that person stole from me because they had no good intentions for me from the beginning. Their whole intentions, everything was disgusting and nasty. So that's the only reason why I'm even saying that. I'm still not even judging the person. I don't even care. Just stay away from me. But you took something from me that I told you specifically that I wanted to give to one person. I took their last name, and now I don't like that. That's not the person that I am. And I have been married a couple times. I never went to the Social Security place to change my last name ever. Not one time. Not once. But this time. And I only wanted to do that once. So you stole that from me. You stole that knowing intentionally that you had no good intentions for me. All you wanted to do was steal. That was your whole entire goal. And yeah, so I'm not judging. I don't care what you want to do. Whatever it is that you have going on that these people are talking about, I don't care. I do not care. I don't care. What I care about is what affected me. And what affected me was, yeah, now I gotta go and, I'm talking to people about me having to file for divorce from a nigga that apparently had no good intentions for me from the beginning. That's neither here nor there. Heck, okay. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Let go and let God. Move it along. Let's normalize everybody being where they want to be. I'm okay with it. But and like I said, at this point, I don't know who's doing what, because there's too many hands in the pot. And apparently, because I don't know who talked about my birthmarks and my tattoos and my this and my that, but it's too much information being given, and it's disturbing my life. You got tarot readers talking about my tattoos. And that's not if it resonates, that's a real thing. Like, that's a placement. And my birthmarks. I see bitches out. I see y'all trying to get tattoos of protection and this, that, and the third. But meanwhile, they're telling y'all that I already have these tattoos. They were naturally already on my body. Why are you telling people that? Why is that even a conversation? That's just weird and disgusting, but okay. Okay, so like I said, through that scripture, there was a lot that y'all should just go read it. And that's all I have to say for now. I'll have another video. Maybe I rambled off a little bit into some different areas, but oh no, I wasn't even done. So when I was saying that, God, why did you wake me up and like, because this has been only about maybe not even 8 weeks, I don't think, for me being involved or waking up to all this foolishness that's happening. And he was saying that because some of the things that I was learning, I'm like, God, I already learned that. Why did I learn that? And he was saying, you know, I've been preparing you for this your whole entire life. This whole, whatever's happening right now, I was already preparing you for, because I knew you were going to come under attack for something. And I needed to make sure that you was going to be prepared, because I needed you to be in position and to sit in position when I put you there. So apparently I was already prepared. The things that I ended up going to look up, it was like almost just like a refresher course for me, because I've already been taking all these lessons. Like growing up, the History Channel was one of my favorite channels. That's all I watched. I like sci-fi stuff, so it was always, there was a show a long time ago called V. I don't remember if you guys actually, V or Z, I think it was V. It was for it was about the reptilian people or whatever that came to Earth. So it's been a lot of stuff that I've been just still looking at. And then, oh my God, the siren, the thing that sings to you and scrambles your brain. Why did I look up sirens the other day? And I promise you, like, it was, why is there not a lot on them? It says, sirens are dangerous creatures who lured nearby sailors with their enchanting music and singing voices. So it says they bind or entangle people through music. Why are you doing that? Why are you able to do that? There's another thing that I actually looked up, and this is probably all over the place and random, but shit, but it's connecting. Because when I looked up sacred geometry, there was a part in the sacred geometry that said if you can get the right tone and pitch, that you can materialize into a frequency that can make you portal through time. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
If you look at it as atoms, the laws can be seen to fit that model. But if you look at it as waveforms, the laws can be seen to fit that model. Both of these systems come out of the flower of life, one being the one we just looked at, fruit of life to Metatron's cube and beyond, and the other being this beautiful mess of a picture. Just looking at it hurts my head. Everything in this world is a waveform, or can be seen as sound. All things, your bodies, planets, absolutely everything, are a waveform. If you choose this particular way of looking at reality, and then superimpose that view over the reality of the harmonics of music, we can begin to talk about dimensions. The dimensional levels are nothing but different base rate wavelengths. The only difference between this dimension and any other is the length of its basic waveform. It's just like a radio set. Turn the dial, you pick up a wavelength. It's the same with dimensions. If you were to change the wavelength of your consciousness, and in doing so change all of your body patterns to a wavelength different from this universe, you would literally disappear out of this world and reappear in the one you were tuned in. It's been theorized that the base rate wavelength that we're currently living in is 7.23 centimeters. There's a few reasons for this. In a spiritual sense, the 7.23 wavelength is Om, the Hindu sound of the universe. Maybe that's why Oming is such a powerful tool in meditation. Not only that, but if you were to take 100 people and measure the distance between their eyes, the average length is 7.23. Same with the distance from the tip of our chins to the tip of our noses, and the distance across our palms and between our chakras. This 7.23 length is located throughout our bodies in various ways because we are immersed within this particular dimension. There's another reason as well. Bell Laboratories found this wavelength when they were setting up the microwave system around the United States. They found static in their system because they chose a wavelength just slightly longer than 7.23 for their system. In order to get rid of this static, they did something that we as a planet are still suffering from. They upped the power 50,000 times over what we would normally need, which created a very powerful field, so that the 7.23 wavelength would not interfere. It's for those reasons that I believe 7.23 is the wavelength of our dimension. As you go up in dimensional levels, the wavelength gets shorter and shorter, with higher and higher energy. As you go down in levels, the wavelength gets longer and longer, with lower and lower energy, more and more dense. Just as with a piano, there's a space between the notes, so that when you hit one note, there's a very definite place where the next note is. In this waveform universe we exist in, there's a very definite place where the next dimensional level exists. It's specific wavelength relative to this one. Most cultures in the cosmos have a basic understanding of this and understand how to change between dimensions. However, because of certain events that happened on Earth 13,000 years ago, we have all forgotten, but we're about to remember. So if we show each note in the chromatic scale as a circle, we have 13 circles. Each circle represents a white or black key, and the shaded circle at the end would be the 13th note that begins the next octave. This circle here represents the third dimension. This is where we are, and this circle next to it would be the fourth. In lesson 3, we talked about channeling, and this is typically where channeled beings are. This is also where you explore when you are astral projecting or lucid dreaming. You'll notice now that the musical system goes upwards and downwards forever, octaves over octaves over octaves. Theoretically, this is how the universe goes too, an infinite spectrum of universes in both directions going upwards and downwards forever. I mean, come on, we thought our universe was big, but everything in our universe, as far as we can see, well, that's just this one dimension. You may have heard people talk about 144 dimensions and how 144 relates to other spiritual subjects. This is because there are 12 notes in an octave and 12 overtones between each note. 12 times 12 equals 144 dimensional levels. To be specific, there are 12 major dimensions and 132 minor dimensions within each octave, though in truth this progression probably goes on forever. The diagram we'd be looking at represents one octave. The 13th note repeats, and then there's another octave after that. I want to show you this. I was watching Ancient Aliens not long ago, and one of the natives who has communication with beings in higher dimensions told the man who was interviewing him
that they have always been here, even right here where we're sitting right now. But you just don't see them. They're in a different frequency.
And no one really got what he meant. So that's kind of a fresh perspective on that. An apocalypse is a disclosure of something hidden from the majority of mankind in an era dominated by falsehood and misconception. Today, we're going to be looking at another way that humans grow through Phi. Instead of looking at Phi inside the...
Okay, so you can go look that up yourself. And this is on, again, like I said, spirit science. This is where I keep saying there's so much stuff going on in the world that people will try to discredit you. They'll try to make you look crazy. They'll try to make you, but it's because you have lack of knowledge. You're not looking up nothing. You're not trying to figure out anything. This is also, like he just said, misdeception and lies. Let me give you a box, you know, and call it religion and put this one book in there. And there's only one God. God, I love you. I trust you. That's the reason why I'm sitting here. But there's so many people hypocritical in certain religions because I'm hearing people, oh, well, this is not godly and this is this and it. First of all, the Indians, you know, because I keep hearing something about smudging and some other stuff. How you going to knock a person's whole culture without understanding? Like I said, for some reason, I think the Tower of Babel is really, really important, really, really relevant because of the fact that if humans were trying to get into a particular place that they shouldn't have been in and God knocked the tower down and he now spread everybody, like I said, I feel like everything is connected. One God. But one religion is not better than the others. And that's where I'm having a problem with some people at, because I understand that you love God and I understand that, you know, we are, you know, using the Bible, but that's not our only tool. The Bible is not our only tool. And at this point, I don't trust the people around me, so I know I'm not going to trust them people that are, you know, over here talking about, okay, we did this and we wrote this and we don't know the translation, and so we just put this in here, and you know what I mean? No. You gotta ask, go upstairs and ask the man. Go, listen. Another thing I was laughing about, because I hear people, you know, like dudes or, you know, whenever somebody says, don't make me go to my trunk on you, or don't make me go to my car on you, like, you know what I mean? Don't make me go to my closet on y'all, because y'all, like, I'm sitting here right now, and, you know, even that scripture said about y'all mouths, the, you know, not being righteous and still talking about y'all mouths. It said that. But don't make me go to my closet on y'all, because if I go to my closet on y'all, the secret place, that's when all y'all people, the wickedness is going to come down. And so far, I'm just sitting here talking. But if I go to my closet on y'all, so that's all I got for right now. Thanks for coming to my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Stop trying to energy harvest off of me, all of y'all. And if you got something that you want to ask me or you want to talk to me about, come to my face and talk to me. Stop trying to get readings from these little wicked people who don't know what they're talking about. They out here just making up all types of stuff because I'm hearing them and it's ungodly. It's not right. Subscribe to my channel.